Hey y'all, and welcome to Stivers Homestead. I'm Zach, and Jen will be here in just a short. She is currently working on homeschooling with the kids. So if you caught our last video, y'all knew that we had just gotten back from the Appalachian Fair. We both got so sick. I don't even know what it was that we got. Jen's still on the mend. I'm feeling a lot better today. It was wild. It was cold chills, then it was hot from like fever breaking. Then it was like some stomach upsetness, and then you would have like a few hours of better, and then it would like all come flowing back again. But it's doing a lot better. Now, it's something that I wanted to touch on too, because a lot of people are like, well, y'all do all this herbal medicine and stuff. Why are you getting sick? Herbal medicine doesn't keep you from getting sick in general. It builds your immune system. So one, the symptoms that you're having aren't as bad, and two, you're able to recover quicker. I was down for 1 day. Not even fully 1 day. It was like partial of a day. And I do put a lot of credit on all the immune boosting tinctures that Jen makes. We take elderberry every day. That's like our most common that we do daily to help keep our immune levels high. So if we do catch any kind of little bugs, we can power on through them. Because as you all know, if you're homesteading or farming, there's not many days that you can really take off without things going haywire. So that being said, we're back on the mend. We're feeling a lot better. And now it is time to get back in farm mode. So we're gonna start with doing a little freeze dry. So this is our homegrown cantaloupe and our homegrown watermelon that we have. The kids have been eating on them daily, but now they're starting to hit that like max freshness level to where they're gonna start going downhill. So we're now going to get these in our Harvest Right freeze dry trays and get them in the freeze dryer. Okay, so one thing I'm gonna do with these very large chunks like this, I'm actually gonna go through and cut them in half, just because these take very long time to completely freeze dry, just because they're so full of moisture. So having a little bit smaller chunks helps ensure that you're going to get them completely dry. So that's what I'm taking the process now to do, and get rid of any of the big ginormous chunks in here. I got all of them cut up into smaller pieces, and then I had a whole nother tray. So I looked in the fridge and said what we had that might have been going bad. We had a few grapes that were on their way out. We had another one that was good. And then we had a few things of celery that also looked like they were starting to get a little browning. So I went ahead and added them onto there. That's one thing to remember. It doesn't have to be one item on these trays. It can be a mix of stuff. You just have to watch them. So the one thing that's going to be is these will get done before these. However, the freeze dryer is very good at acknowledging when you have different levels of moisture. It knows when it's about done. But I guarantee you it's gonna fill this, and then we're gonna have to do some extra dry time for the watermelons and cantaloupe to get them completely done. But that isn't hard, you can see it. And now we're gonna have a wild variety in there. So I know a lot of people ask, because there's several different sizes. We have the medium size freeze dryer with the Premier oil pump. If I had to make a guess, and you all do your guess down below on how long you think this is gonna take. With that watermelon, I'm thinking at least probably 40 something hours, just because it has so much moisture in there. Why are you going disturbing a bunch of bees, Jed? Can y'all hear them? Listen. Okay. All right, so me and Jed were trying to get that crate out, and then Jed disturbed a whole bunch of bumblebees. It wasn't honeybees, it was like bumblebees, not wood bees, not honeybees, just a regular old bumblebee. Apparently they have a nest down in there.
Murder hornets.
They were not murder hornets. He's allergic. Or a wuss.
Allergic, I just hate them.
Oh, so you're just a wuss?
Yeah, it comes to that, yeah.
I always like gave him credit because I thought he was allergic, so I got it. But now, that's the one thing, if y'all have ever seen Jed, he'll do this never with. But well, apparently he's just a wuss, not allergic.
Everybody's got a limit.
Everybody's got a limit. Jed and I are off because we just got a call from some awesome friends that actually bought a couple of our piglets, same litter that Bessie's in. Bessie the pig, y'all seen him in our videos. They bought a couple piglets from us. They bred, and now they have 2 females that we're gonna get. So running down the same line. Now, of course, we don't have a boar at this time, but it's the start of our breeding pair kind of thing. So they're gonna be some cooney crosses, and we're on our way to go pick them up. So this is some exciting stuff. Y'all stay tuned to check these guys out.
How you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. How are you guys?
Y'all know Judd?
Yeah.
Judd.
Okay.
Well, we've seen them on all.
Nice. Right on. There you go.
Jump on top of that.
Hey.
That one, fellas.
All right, we have made it home. Thank you, Terry and Lisa, for having them already in a cage. Y'all have no idea how great that is for your people to come get them when they're already in a cage. It is amazing. So now we're home, and now it's time to let them meet our animals. All right, we had to distract the goats. Thank you, Jed, for getting them feed. Here they are. Look at them.
They're so cute. Do you bite?
Yeah, they probably
All right, here, let's get them out.
barking like He said, I got this.
What are y'all doing? Miranda, you want to go see something?
So close. So close. You didn't get it, buddy.
Okay, me and Jed just went and checked some areas of the fence that were a little low because they're small will guys, but they immediately found the mud hole. And of course, there's a kitten that's very interested. They're just taking it easy. We're going to come up with some names, kiddos. And then, of course, you got nosy goats. But so far, everybody seems to be getting along just fine.
And a kitten.
And a kitten. Yeah, the goats are more interested in the kitten that's not supposed to be in here than anything else. Ooh, who stinks?
Really
You didn't know house. You're a horse man. Protect the piggos, all right?
Billy says I just like grass. Somebody getting all.
All right, the little piglets seem to be doing great out there. You can already tell the brown one is a little bit more of the dominant than the black one. The black one's a little bit more of a follower. The brown one's an explorer. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on her. They are two females. They were actually, funny enough, from the same bloodline that we used to have. So if y'all remember way back, Mama Pig had Bessie, who we have currently right now. Well, these piglets were Bessie's sisters. There was two of them. So that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool that they're now back on the farm. They are Cooney breeds. So that's exciting. We love that breed. The meat is fantastic. And we're excited to have them. So now we are going to be making some dinner. And we are going to be making taco pizza. Quick side note, just in case you haven't been following for a while. Bessie, our cut male pig, is no longer intact, and he is being bred to eat, which he's getting very, very close. So no worry about him breeding them. All right, to get this bad boy going, it's pretty simple. You need some ground beef, which this is from our home-raised cow that we had. Needs to be cooked. You need your pizza crust, tomato, some salsa, some taco seasoning. And honestly, that's about it. Maybe a little lettuce to go with it. First thing we're going to do is ground our ground beef and add it like you're just making tacos. So you're going to cook your ground beef and then add your taco seasoning into it with a little bit of water to get your taco beef. But we're going to be using our brand new cast iron that we got. We've had it for a while. We have a lot of cast iron. We love cooking in cast iron. But this one's brand new, and I just seasoned it last night. And I thought it'd be a good opportunity to teach you or tell you how to season cast iron if you're new to that world. Whenever you buy a brand new cast iron skillet, you don't want to just start cooking on it immediately. You want to season it. Seasoning it starts giving you that non-stick piece, and every time you get it good and seasoned, that's going to give you more and more flavor out of this cast iron. So all you got to do is rub it down with really good oil all over the place. Now, if you're doing it true cowboy ways, you'll just throw it in the fire, real hot fire in the coals, and let it cook all that stuff off. If you don't have a fire going and it's the middle of summer like it is here, the other way that you can do it is put it on 500 on your oven, pop this bad boy in there for about 30-45 minutes, and then take it out and let it sit. Finish it off with another little coat of oil, and you're good to go. So cast iron is always the way to go. It's a sustainable way, because if you do lose everything in your house, you can go put this over a fire and it'll be just fine. So let's get this ground beef seasoned up. Okay, our hamburger is now done. Very simple. Ground your beef, or brown your beef, and then add a little bit of water and your seasoning, your taco seasoning. Let that thicken up a little bit for about 5 minutes on a little simmer, and then you're good to go. So let me show you how to get this taco pizza put together. Okay, so for your sauce, you can do like a salsa refried bean combo to put on there. We're not refried bean kind of family around here, specifically myself. I don't know how everybody else feels. So we just did a very little bit of pizza sauce, then the rest, your favorite kind of salsa that you have. So that's what's gonna be on the bottom. Then we're gonna add our ground beef to it. All right, so we got our taco meat on it. Put however much you want on there. You know, that's not a crazy amount, and we have some left over, but we'll just make it a side taco for that. I know Raylan loves tacos herself. At this point, I would recommend putting some crushed up tortilla chips on it. However, a little girl snuck in here and got a snack, and one of her favorite snacks is tortilla chips. So we're not gonna have tortilla chips on it. We're just gonna add the cheese, and then we'll pop it in the oven. All you're gonna do is let it run in there for about 13, 16 minutes or so at around 350, 375 until the cheese is melted and your crust is nice to the level that you want it to be. Once we get done with that, we're gonna top it with some lettuce and tomato, and we'll be ready to rock. It's gonna be good. And I should mention, we are putting extra sharp cheddar cheese. I probably wouldn't normally put mozzarella on this with a little cheddar, but we do not have any mozzarella at this moment. So I just grated this up with our grater, and it'll taste just fine. Okay, I think that's enough. What about you all? Let's get this thing in here. Once it is nice and melty and to the level that you want, I'm just taking some spinach here and tearing it up, throwing it on top. So I would suggest putting anything on here that you like in your taco. Jalapenos. What we'll do is we'll do the slice, and I'll add a little sour cream to mine. Jen's not a huge sour cream fan. A little hot sauce if you want some more hot sauce. Once the spinach is on, then we get our homegrown tomato we're gonna drop on here. Tell me that bad boy don't look good right there. There you go. Beautiful homemade taco pizza. Gotta mix it up sometimes. Don't stay normal with your pizza. What'd you just say to me? What did you just say about my pizza?
It was good.
Well, what else you say? Leave it alone. What'd you say?
I'm not usually a huge fan of your cooking.
Oh, she's being nice. She's like, I'm not usually a big fan of your cooking, so I was a little nervous about it.
Things two different ways.
Yeah. She doesn't like anything wet.
And sloppy, and I like
It's terrible terms that we're using, but she doesn't like wet and sloppy. Meaning she's not a huge fan of juicy, is what she really means. So if it's wet, in her terms, juicy, she's not a big fan of it. I get it. I
like crunchy, dry.
Crunchy and dry.
Or
And I like juicy and wet. I gotta stop with these things. Gotta stop. All right. Dinner was fantastic. All right. Good morning. It is the next day, and it's kind of, I don't know if it's funny or if it's something just to kind of give you some insight in this. Like, if we get a new animal, so this video is going to post today, the day we're shooting this clip. The shots y'all saw were yesterday. Well, say we let it go and we posted it, and we woke up the next morning and the pigs were gone, you know, or like the animal was gone or it escaped. You know, it's some of the stuff when you get a new animal, you're hoping everything's fine, but animals are crazy. So if they were gone, you probably wouldn't ever saw this video. So it's one of those things, like the inside scoop of YouTubers, what they do. So the kids and I just got doing chores. We were kind of working on some tilly. We're learning to be farriers because we can't get a hold of one. But the pigs are doing great. Looks like they had a great night. They found Bessie, our original pig's watering hoe. We'll turn that off her.
nah, you don't want her while you're talking.
Sorry if you hear a little dribble or if you have to use the bathroom. But anyways, they're doing great. We did want to talk about the purpose of why we wanted them just real quickly.
And I'll never be able to figure it.
Jen's trying to make her daily bread this morning before homeschool. Getting into a little bit new routine.
Yep.
Yeah. But water's gotta be warm.
Yep.
Well, while she's doing that, I will give you an update on the freeze-dried stuff. So we are drying. We are currently at 20 minutes. So it's been drying for 12 hours. I said 20 minutes. and total time has been 20 hours. So let's get an updated guess down below. That shows that it's only about halfway through of drying, and it's been in the 12-hour cycle so far. So it would at least need, it looks like, another 12 hours, which would put us somewhere around the 32-hour range. So I'm still holding strong with my 40 hours. I think that's how long it's gonna take. What's your guess down below? Okay.
No, I'm sitting.
No more running water in the background. Oh my goodness. So again, Terry and Lisa, thank you all so much. Hope you all enjoy your vacation. Much well deserved from retirement. So what's our plan with these two female pigs that we got?
Yeah, you talked to him about Bessie. I want everybody to understand. Yes, they're related. No, they're not breeding each other. He also was speaking Zaccanese when he said that Bessie was being bred to be eaten. He's being grown to be eaten.
Oh, yeah.
He's not being bred.
Zaccanese.
He's a castrated male. So just want to clarify that. They're not.
Yeasty.
Yeah,
Sorry.
smells yeasty. They're not breeding with each other. They can't. The parts are not there.
So what's our plans with these two little ladies?
What is our play?
We could have been done with this like an hour ago. Cut that one as well. For some reason, somebody don't want to play along and shoot in the
I'm
video.
just trying to make bread.
So again, like, because there's a lot of Zaccanese that was going on in this video. So the two little girls, the plan is right now is to grow them up and try to find us a boar so we can breed them. Now, you know, doesn't work out or whatever, they can still be a food source down the way, but they are coony, so they take a while to grow. So we do have time to figure out or try to find a boar to start getting some piglets. That's part of that sustainability. At some point you have to bite the bullet and get the male, because it's not sustainable to just keep buying an animal and growing it out for your own meat. It's great because it's still healthy meat, but if you are thinking long term, at some point you need to get some breeding pairs. So hopefully that can be the case here. We'll wait and see. Either way, they're doing great in the barnyard with all the other animals. Everybody's getting along so far, and we're excited just to watch them grow. But y'all, if y'all are new around here, hit that subscribe button for me.
We love y'all.
Until the next one.
Bye.
Bye. Jen, she made it through that one.
I did.